What up, what up, what up?
Hey.
Y'all. Y'all came outside with me today.
We did. I'm sorry, I'm on my phone. I was trying to get my little live.
You was trying to get it together?
I was trying to get it together.
I am so excited.
I know.
That's right. She do the most. Like,
if you stay ready, you don't gotta get ready. See, that's why I'm always late. That's why I'm never on time for anything because I don't be fashionably late.
But you fine though, so that's all that matters. I have somebody so special in here tonight. Key, you always here.
I am always here.
But
every time I slide.
Yes, but I have my cousin in the building.
Hey, you are.
And she came outside. I cannot believe it.
Came outside today.
Listen, who are you? What's your name?
My name is Nikita DeSmith.
Ooh,
she's married now.
She's married.
Congratulations,
yes. And her wedding was so beautiful. Okay.
Thank you.
And listen, now that you just put me up on that dress,
don't tell nobody else.
Listen, I'm not. I'm definitely not. And when it's my time, I'm going to call you like, "Hey, Kita, let's figure this out."
I'm here.
But yeah, so we're here today, and we just want to touch on a couple things. The main topic is why aren't women submissive? And I feel like this show should have been women only because men's perspective on this is a little different. No, it ain't a little different. It's a lot different.
It's a lot of different.
I'm sorry.
A lot of different.
Y'all, my producers in the back, like, about to have a whole fit. It's home. It's okay. We did. However, we did. But go ahead and get them checker fries.
Exit stage left.
Right. Like, go ahead. But how was y'all week, Key?
I had a great weekend. I got here Wednesday, and it's been great ever since I've been here. Like, I just feel good to be home and love on my people. Like, I don't get to come home that often. I don't be here like that. But for the most part, I saw everybody I wanted to see. I'm still missing a couple people, but I just had a really good time. Like, just the lunches, the brunches, dinners, like partying.
Yes, because the girl got down in the kitchen, okay?
And
did you bring some of the weather though?
I didn't bring any weather with me. It is cold here. I had to go get a whole winter coat and everything. Like,
listen,
man,
when she told me she was coming, I said, I hope you bring in a whole
I
winter
cannot
coat.
wait to get back to Arizona because I promise when I get off the plane, I'm not going to need a coat, a jacket.
Don't throw it away, okay? Because you'll be back.
Yesterday, I was blown. Was that yesterday? Yes. I was driving and it started snowing. Yep. I'm like, let me see if I can move my flight up because it's time for me to go.
On Thanksgiving, I was in the kitchen and I'm like, all right, somebody dandruff either really bad outside or it's snowing. So, yeah. But it wasn't sticking. It wasn't too bad. So, I was excited about that. You didn't do no cooking? Because
I did not do any cooking. I was house hopping and I didn't even make like every house that I had to like. Living out in the town is so hard because everybody be like, oh, come see me, like pull up, and then I only be here for a couple of days because I be having like back to work. But I ate good for sure.
Yeah. What about you? How was your Thanksgiving?
My Thanksgiving was fabulous. I went by my grandmother's house. I went by my in-laws' house. We had a good time.
Did y'all do traditional food or?
We did do traditional food.
Okay.
We did. However, I was kind of excited about the flurries.
Why?
Because it's time for me to put up my Christmas tree.
Girl, you know my tree been up all November.
I was going to say, homegirl, Ben put her Christmas tree up over there.
The flurries.
No, my Christmas tree has been up the entire time.
I couldn't take down my fall decorations yet, Shantae.
I ain't do all that.
See? You gotta
oh, you're real festive.
Right.
I am. You got up Halloween stuff.
I think when I buy my house, I'll probably do that. But like not owning my own house and like getting all of that stuff. And it just, I don't want to do that to somebody else's house.
But you're living there for the moment.
Yeah. But I my 2022 goal is to buy my house.
That's facts. I'm trying.
I'm trying to.
I got some stuff in order, and I'm really trying to be a homeowner in 2022. I don't know where though, but it's coming. It's coming.
Wherever you set up, and that was another thing I meant to say. A lot of people always say, "Oh, come back home, come see us," but why nobody ever come to you?
Why don't nobody want to come
see me that bad?
Everybody always say, "You coming back to Milwaukee? Make sure you like. Why y'all don't come see me? It's fun out there." Listen, get out of Milwaukee, make the move.
Yeah.
If I do buy a house here, it'll probably be like something like not a home, just like a little condo or something.
Yeah, somewhere
you know.
So you don't have to rent like the hotel room
or the Airbnb.
Yeah. I can definitely Airbnb it out while I'm not here, and then when I come back home, it's a little place to stay. Yeah. But yeah, I'm working on some things. I'm trying to be a big boss in 2022. So
I know.
Say that.
Well, my Thanksgiving was pretty good. We ate like the white people, y'all. Dinner was ready at 1:00.
My girl had the dinner ready that was my first stop.
Listen.
And she gave what it was supposed to give. All her food was good.
I was like, I'm not doing this. I gotta work tomorrow. So we gonna eat early and I'm just gonna chill. Like I made some ham and some turkey, some dressings, some macaroni. My sister made the greens.
I don't hear nothing about no chitlins.
Girl, what?
Yes. I didn't have no chitlins this year.
Me either. I'm upset about that.
That is absolutely
disgusting. Which one of my cut look on live? Which one of my cut?
That is the nastiest.
I didn't have any banana pudding either. I need some banana pudding. I didn't have no banana. Somebody got some banana pudding like?
Oh,
I need some banana pudding.
I'm sick of this.
That was one thing I was mad about. I had to buy that patty pie because my mama is out of town, and I was like,
Patty did her thing with that
sweet
pie.
Potato?
I ain't gonna lie.
I like that one.
It was good, but it ain't my mama's. But I text Pete like. It gave what it needed to give. Okay,
for a store-bought pie,
it was
Patty
good.
did her thing.
Pretty good with that.
I stuck it in the oven for 2 seconds, and it was good.
Yeah.
But I need Elizabeth Shackelford to get back here.
Yeah, any of my Facebook friends, if y'all got banana pudding left, I need parts. That's the only thing that I did not have.
And it gotta have bananas in it. Like
them bananas probably now.
Yeah, they be turning fast.
That's okay.
But I still want some banana pudding
with the soggy wafers. I like it like
that.
No, I need the crunch or the Lorna Dean cookies. I put in there.
Oh gosh,
I just want those are good.
If y'all see this, help me out. Help me out.
All right, y'all. So, okay, just a couple things that's been in the news that I wanted to touch on. I know the last podcast we kind of talked about that Kyle Rittenhauser, and just as I felt like he was gonna get off anyway. Once they threw out that weapon charge, what did he kill him with?
Mm-hmm. I think the DA they charge too fast and they charge too high.
Okay.
Just from my perspective in the field that I work in, I think that if they would have came with something lesser, though we know what it should have been, I think if it would have been something lesser, the jury would have probably found him guilty on those lesser charges.
Yeah, I was totally disgusted that the fact that he got up there and faked like that. Like
I wasn't. I already knew what the verdict was going to be.
Yeah.
I already knew that he was going to get off.
I was just like, it was like,
he did a lot.
The judge sarcastic
It was an Oscar. Yes.
Stop playing.
It was an Oscar that could have been given. He would have definitely got it.
Yeah.
Like,
I wasn't surprised.
I wasn't either. But I was happy about the case with Ahmaud Arbery.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
I was really excited about that.
We was glued to the TV. When I say I put myself, I work from home, so I'm like, Key, they got a verdict. So she run in the living room, and I put myself in back office. I'm like, I'm not taking not one call,
right?
Because I don't want to hear your mouth, lady, and you probably one of them other people,
and you probably with the people,
one of them others,
right? And I might have to cut you out.
That's against.
If this verdict ain't what it needs to be, I might have to go in on you. So, I was super happy about that. They were guilty. There was no reason for him.
Right.
Yeah. I still thought, like, with our judicial system, I still thought that they was gonna find a way to like get them off.
I did too. For a second.
That one I didn't.
I felt like they was gonna make it.
But it was in black and white. Like there was.
But still, like, look at like George Zimmerman. Look at
But it wasn't a video.
It's been a lot of stuff that's been out here that's like black and white, like that's plain as day that people should be charged for, and they aren't.
Those are different because with him. It was a whole video. Like there was no getting around that. With the George Zimmerman thing, it was just a recording. So you can't really tell how that played out. But you can't beat a video versus a phone call.
That's facts.
So I was proud of that they did what they were supposed to do. So
it gave what it was supposed to give.
I did think Kenosha was gonna turn up a little bit more.
I did too.
Though, just because it was they people, right? Like.
But I actually went to Cheddar's with one of my friends that weekend, and it was quiet. Like we went to Cheddar's, we was at Target out there. We even went to the outlet, and I mean, it was quite. They had police at the outlet though. They had them parked in different stations of the parking lot, and they had a lot of
for the boosters.
You think
they've been going crazy? Y'all been
where
seeing them?
I need them. I mean, where are you, please?
These snatch runs are getting out of hand.
But they going to the bigger stores. Have you noticed that?
Louis V, Louis V got hit in a couple of different states.
But one of the states they actually caught him.
Really?
Yep.
I know they got hit real good in Chicago at Oak Brook. And I'm like, dang, I used to go to that mall when I worked in Chicago. It's crazy.
It's sad though, because you got to think when you do that, these prices skyrocket, and they're already ridiculous now.
No, for real. So, but half those designers, like up top, they don't want us wearing their stuff anyway.
Right. Absolutely. And so I think that's why we probably shouldn't. But it makes me want to wear it even more, just so you can see. That
I feel like that's where a lot of like their income comes from. To be honest, like African Americans, like. Caucasians and Asians, they don't care about that stuff. Like they don't care about flexing. Like I feel like that's an African American thing. Like,
and why is it like that? Because we're the ones in poverty,
right?
Because we all got something to prove.
Just like we were having, I mean, we're not going to say any names, but me and Key was having a conversation. Key, then we'll kind of catch you up. About how people are spending so much money on these younger kids.
Yeah. Like, it's absolutely insane.
It is. And I don't really want to say the scenario because I feel like it was
everybody knows.
Yeah. Everybody knows this, but we'll talk about it later.
Okay.
But I wouldn't spend over $10,000 on something for a birthday. I just wouldn't do it. Especially with a younger kid. Like for DJ, my son is getting ready to be 16. And I'm like debating with myself, I really want him to pay. I told him whatever he saved up, I will match to get a car.
Okay.
And I felt like my mom never bought me a car. I bought all of my cars.
Nice.
And I appreciated it more because I spent my
hard to work for
money. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I feel like if I give DJ this car, he's not going to fully appreciate it and take care of it as he would because it's not his money.
Mm-hmm.
So even that whole car situation, I could get a car for like $5,000-$6,000, a good running car for him. He's a teenager. But I wouldn't spend.
You're not gonna buy him an Audi or like a Mercedes or you know what I'm saying because he's
and then you gotta think like
a first time driver.
Child,
yeah.
Right. So like I saw a kid. I think it was in Texas. His mom. I think we were talking about that too. His mom bought him a Mercedes Benz.
Yeah, absolutely insane. But I just feel like a lot of stuff is done to like keep up with the Joneses or I got this or I got that. Like,
and don't get me wrong, you can spend whatever you want to on that's your child, that's your money in the long run. You have to deal with whatever comes with that. Mm-hmm. But at 18 years old, I don't think a child should be driving that type of vehicle.
I'm not buying it.
No, it's a no for me.
I don't even drive a Benz.
It's a no for me.
Like, and I don't even want one. That's not something that's just never been me. So, but yeah, I'm fighting with myself. I'm like, do I get this boy a car or do I make him work for it?
My first car was that I bought myself was a Chevy Monte Carlo. It was like a 2002, but it was 2012 at the time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So it was just like, that was my first car. Like, it got me from point A to point B. And I thought I was the shit. You hear me?
Yeah. I mean,
right. Because I bought it, you know, I was working at McDonald's. I was working at State Fair. Like, you know what I'm saying? He will appreciate it more. But to go get him like a Benz or a Bentley at 15, 16 years old, absolutely not. It's a no.
Not doing it.
Y'all got to excuse me. This morning sickness is like.
It's a baby in the oven.
It's real. But I really want to say no, because even when he gets the money that he gets now, he's not demonstrating that he's willing to save it. Because as soon as his friend calls, it's like, "Oh, Ma, can I do this?" And I'm like, "You got some money?" Mm-hmm. Well, just to see what he's saying.
He got that responsibility. Yeah. I mean, it comes with time.
So here's the thing with my 15-year-old, he earns money. Mm-hmm. I opened him up a checking account and a savings account, which I control through Chase, right? Mm-hmm. So some of the money goes into, it's like a spend anywhere account, and the rest of it is savings. My son has an issue with DoorDash.
Oh, yeah.
DJ and Desmond definitely do.
All his money on DoorDash. When there's food cooked, when there's food that can be cooked.
Yep.
So,
because I was like,
you really want to do something, or you ask me to buy you something, You know, because you just had money and you just spent $30 at Mad Chicken
for 6 wings,
fries,
like
mad fries.
Like what?
Make it make sense.
And it doesn't make sense. And I mean, I go in his room sometimes, and I'm like, "Don't eat in your room." And I see the bags because he's hiding the DoorDash bags from me, and I'm looking like, "All right, I just made a whole dinner, and then here you go, DoorDash."
Can we get these kids back on this podcast?
Oh, they coming out. We got a part 2.
I'm sick of teenagers.
I am. I'm over it. And then you spend all your money on food. That's why for Christmas, I was just gonna give them money, but I think I'm gonna not do that. Cause I was like, okay, $250 a piece would be, decent for them. He's 15, then Desmond is 13, and they have other people that's gonna give them money and stuff. So I feel like $250 was good. But I was like, my whole $250 will go towards food.
Thanks.
And I fight with that sometimes too, because I'm like, okay, well, if you give them $250, you do whatever. That's your $250. When you ain't got nothing, if we want to go to the outlet 2 weeks from now, your $250 is spent on DoorDash, just I guess window shop, bro.
But see, no, because I'm a punk. Because then when we get there and be like, oh my, can I have this? I say yes.
Oh well, I'm sorry.
They get you good.
Yeah, that's why I said I got a couple of things in mind that I saw that I really want to get them. So I think I'm gonna do that, and then whoever else get the money, they can spend it on that. Cause I don't want to see DoorDash every other day, and I'm working from home now.
So one thing I think I am gonna give my kids from Christmas. We went to Dave and Buster's last night, and we did the virtual reality thing. Listen,
that with the
yes,
really?
Oh my God, it is fire. Was it scary? It was scary.
I don't like being scared.
That's cool.
Yeah, but you're supposed to like you put the glasses on or whatever, and then you have like these little guns or whatever. You're supposed to shoot the people. So when we got done, like it was 4 of us. He had like 67,000. She had like 60,000. I had 1,000. What? Because I was holding on because I was scared that I couldn't hold on and shoot the zombies at the same time.
That was not the move for you.
I know.
That was not.
But I got to buy that. It was so fun.
First of all, I just picture you now at home running into walls with this thing on.
Screaming.
But everybody like, what is
you can't play. Get it for them.
And you used to go come in here running like, what's wrong? Right. And you got the girl. Well, let's go ahead and touch on the topic because I feel like this will be a lengthy conversation.
Go ahead and give me them buttons.
So y'all ain't got no Android chargers around here.
Girl, Android.
Yeah.
No, we don't.
I appreciate you, sir.
Android.
Thank you. This is a new one, yeah.
You gonna get you an iPhone for Christmas?
Right.
Samsung's a dope now.
You need an iPhone.
I don't keep it like.
And you a man of business.
I got both.
Okay.
Go
flex.
Go ahead and flex then.
Okay, so the topic is why aren't women submissive?
Dun, 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 dun.
Dun, 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 dun.
I know that's what I said. Go ahead and just
So, okay, who want to go first? Because I feel like I got a mouthful.
What is submissive?
That's a good question. What is submissive to you?
Like the Bible version?
I go off of the book. I go off of the book.
Okay.
What it has said, girl?
What I go off of the book.
What it has
said.
So
the man leads the house, and the man is the head, and the woman is the tail.
Okay.
But
why aren't women the tails?
Because men don't want to be the head and lead.
They don't want to, or they don't know how.
Both. Some don't want to, because if you're okay with your wife going to work or your spouse, whoever, and you just sitting around collecting dust on your ass, then I don't see why I should follow you.
Yeah.
I guess why would a woman allow that?
That too. And some women are okay with that. Like, I mean,
the topic is why. I'm sorry, I was coming back to this question. They couldn't hear the topic. The topic is why aren't women submissive?
But you have to be able to lead your home. And I do understand it was, Tom made a perfect comment. Some men haven't had the proper leadership and person to follow in order to know how to lead. So for me, I mean, there's other ways to learn. Some people don't have their fathers in their life, or they have them growing up, but they're amazing fathers. So that's not always the excuse. So What do you think?
I think part of it, this is like so many different parts to this question, right? Part of it is upbringing.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
And generations have changed. Like, I believe like I've seen it in like great grandmothers, even my grandmothers, a little bit of my mama, but I see a little bit. That's kind of where it was. Women became more independent. You know what I'm saying? Even I struggled with that in my marriages, because when I was single, I was doing the groceries, I was doing all the stuff around the house, I was taking out the trash, doing everything. So when I got into a relationship with my now husband, he would have to tell me, I got this.
Yeah.
Because I was so,
I feel independent so bad.
I was for so long.
Yeah.
And sometimes I still struggle with it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh dang, let me step back. This is his role. And he does it very well.
Yeah.
But I think that a lot of women have lowered their expectations from men.
Absolutely.
So,
well, I think we talked about that before on the podcast when we were here, saying that people get too comfortable with who they're with.
Yeah.
And they just take whatever, like, just to say, like, I got a man, like, that's why so many women are like side chicks, like, well, because I don't have him 24/7, but I still got him, like,
you're allowing it.
People only do what you allow.
That's right.
And I feel like if people don't set a standard, then they go for whatever. Or, like I said, just being comfortable, like, run the risk of like starting all over, or social media plays a big thing into it.
Absolutely.
And I'm not even gonna sit up here in front. Like, it doesn't, like, when I first called off my wedding, like around this time last year, I was just like, man, like, what are people going to say? Like, what are people going to think about me? I'm like, I paid for this dress. I paid for this venue. Like, I don't know what to do. But God literally told me, like, girl, get up and go. Like, go. Like, you're going to be okay. And I'm like, dang, how I'm going to explain this to my mama? Like, what his people going to say? What they going to think about me? It just comes from, like, not wanting to start all over and literally being comfortable. But in certain situations, you literally have to choose yourself, because at the end of the day, nobody gonna have you like you got you.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Nobody gonna look out for you like you are for yourself.
So during that time, were you submissive to your guy?
Yes and no.
Okay.
So that was an issue in our relationship also, because I was used to being by myself. I was used to being alone. My mom raised me as like the strong, independent woman, because that's what she was. Like, her and my dad divorced when I was like 2 or 3 years old. So my mom was a single parent. It was 3 of us. So I saw my mama getting it. So, she raised me that way. Yeah. And then I started getting to it, so that became a struggle for me, because I have been, out the house and on my own and like listening to a man, like, what? Like, and my first thing to tell anybody is like, I don't need you. Right. Yeah. And my mom was like, you have got to stop telling that man that. Even, I can't say her name. Auntie, she told me the same thing. Like, stop telling that man that, because that hurts a man's ego. But me and my mouth, I just be like,
Father, I don't need you. And I was like,
listen, because at any point in at any time, if you feel like you need to get up and leave me, if you feel like you need to get up and walk away, at the end of the day, I'm gonna be straight. I have my own everything.
Right.
But me not thinking like that hurts a man. That's not. That's not fair to say. So. Being submissive is definitely something that I need to work on. Like I told you before, I'm in a season of healing. Like I'm really not focused on a relationship, because like looking back at friendships and relationships, even relationships with my family, whether it's my aunts, my uncles, my cousins. Like, I'm doing a lot of reflecting and seeing like, okay, this is what I need to work on. So I'm not even like worried about that right now. Like, it'll come. But being submissive is definitely something that I have to work on.
I think everybody do, and you have to check yourself as a woman.
It's a struggle sometimes.
Absolutely.
You have to check yourself as a woman, especially and say, he is a man. He's doing what he's supposed to be doing. Why am I not following his lead?
Right.
When you've been alone for so long. Like, Shantae is just her and her boys. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so I be having to tell Shantae, like, bro, your mouth. Like,
right.
You out of order. Like, go ahead and let that man do him. Let him,
Oh, man. Listen, I mean, it's hard for me because I was with DJ and Desmond dad, like I felt like we were good. Like we had issues or whatever, like anybody had issues. Right. And then we started to fall apart. One, because it became like an abuse thing. You know, first it was like the verbal and then, you know, the whole mental that, and then it went to the physical. So I feel like sometimes I always have to defend myself.
That's a traumatic response.
Right.
You have to heal
from that. And
it's
because of my past that I feel like now it's like I'm quick to say, hold on, I don't need you. You know what I'm saying? But he's a really good man and he's also a good father. So I try to watch what I say. But then sometimes I feel like when I'm not saying what I want to say, I'm being punked.
You got that.
I'm just telling you.
That's
I know.
a pride thing.
Yeah, it's a pride thing.
That. Yeah.
So
get over that.
Get over that.
For real. Right.
No,
so I'm like,
that's why I love my friend. We can be real with each other.
Yeah. I be wanting to jump off my chair like, nigga, you don't know. Like I'll go there with you, but then I'm like, okay, Shantae. Yep, we gonna throw that away.
Right.
Like, you know, I'm like, I'm gonna let you have that today.
But at least you realize that. That's a part of growth. Like when you can sit down and reflect and be like, okay, this is what I need to work on. I need to stop this. Like this is a bad trait. Yeah. At least you want to change. Like you're trying to be submissive.
Right.
So I have a comment here that says, what if he is not doing what he's supposed to be doing?
Yeah, you out the door.
You're not.
He don't deserve to be submitted to.
Exactly.
Not.
Like stop not even that's on you.
That's not an option.
No, it's not.
Because you have to be a leader and do what you're supposed to do in order for me to be submissive.
If I'm not around for, say, okay, Key, for perfect example, she's a traveling nurse. If she leaves for 2 weeks or a month, I should be able to leave and our household is good.
Yeah. Just like when I'm there.
Because you're supposed to be leading the home. So if I'm not here for this week or these couple days, everything should flow like normal. And it's not always about the bills. It's about you can handle this. You can handle our home. You can handle our kids. You know, you can handle our lifestyle if I'm not around because I'm not going to always be there. You're not going to always be there.
I agree. Yeah. However, there's some things that my husband is better at controlling in the household than I am better at. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Or vice versa.
But he could play the role if you're not there.
Right. I have traveled without him and he's definitely held the household down and vice versa.
Right. So I'm not going to leave my house or my kids to somebody that I feel like can't handle it.
Right.
Like, why would I do that? And why would I submit to you and you can't even lead me into the right direction? So if we want to go to the book, the man is supposed to be the head of the household.
That's facts.
So, but if you run in the streets, you letting your friends influence you to do bullshit. Let's just be real. Or all these women got your eye and you can't keep your eye straight on the home. You know what I'm saying? Then how am I supposed to follow you?
Yeah, that's not even a conversation.
I think another thing why women can't submit is because of like I said, a thing of being comfortable is because men are used to doing what they want to do.
Yep.
Because they get one woman and this woman allows that, they expect every other woman to allow that. So the woman is just like, oh well, he let me doing this, he let me doing that. I'm gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? If this gonna keep him here, if this gonna keep him by my side, struggle. Yeah. If this gonna keep him by my side, like I'm gonna do it.
And I think for me, like I have to learn that every man isn't the same.
That is so true.
And that every scenario that you come up with in your head is probably not. I mean, it could be some parts of it could be true and some parts of it can't. But I think that a lot of the time the communication lacks. So then that's where you come up with these scenarios in your head. And then it's like, okay, well, I'm about to run off and, do this. And now that's the breakdown in the home because that communication isn't there. So I think once that happens, you can have that communication and then everybody can play their part. Because, I mean, what if, Kitty, you married, what if Yusuf could cook better than you? And,
he do.
Right. So,
he definitely do.
So then it's like everybody has a role to play. And let's just make this as we're doing this to make our house work. What you might accept might not be something I accept.
Exactly.
What something you might accept might not be something I accept. So everybody's household is different. The breakdown is different. But I think it first has to start with that man. And he has to be a man, not a nigga, not a boy. Like, leave that street stuff alone.
Well, to piggyback off of what you said, I also feel like different women bring out different sides of men.
Absolutely.
I agree 100% with that.
Absolutely.
Men know, and when a man knows, he knows. You know what I'm saying? Like he know if he can play in your face or not.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I'm telling you right now,
I ain't the one.
Not the one or the two, okay? You might have did that over there, but over here,
they know. Having it.
They definitely know.
That don't fly.
Because I'd be quick to be like, okay, you want to fight?
And I think that depending on the type of woman that you are, you bring out certain attributes in a man.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? If you're goal oriented, that man is going to see that. Yeah. And y'all just going to connect. And if you, hey, Javon, if you are living that street life and that's what you're going to get from him. You know what I mean? Like you.
But you know what? I feel like a lot of men now, they might disagree with me, and I think they probably will. But you're not looking at this person mentally. You're looking at that person's body.
So nowadays,
the men.
Oh, okay. And that's why they're getting what they're getting, because you're not even having a simple conversation with somebody to really see what they mental is. Like, what are their goals? It's like, damn, she bad. Like, I want to talk to her. You know what I'm saying?
Just want to mind.
Right.
Yeah.
And so that's where we're getting off into the wrong thing, because we ain't looking for future. We talking about right now who will look good on my arm, not who is going to take me where I need to be.
That's facts. I agree. Men are just...
She said you have to give them something to be submissive to. It's not owned, it's earned.
Yeah.
100%.
Absolutely.
I agree.
Because I've always, I don't care what relationship I've been in, I've always did who I am. Whether it be like, oh, I'm going to make sure you eat, whether my house is clean, this is just who I am. So I'm not going to change who I am because of who you are. So, I go to work. I make sure the kids are okay. I make sure my house is clean. I make sure there's food on the table. So I'm not changing that. Mm-hmm. But what you need to do is come in and adapt and let me be able to be that person for you. Because a lot of women don't do that.
So how do you feel about when people, I hear this often, people say like, don't do wifely things for a man who isn't your husband.
I agree to a certain extent, but like I said, that's me.
Yeah.
Right.
So that's what made me ask you that, because you said like, oh, I'm going to make sure I'm going to call you like, oh, you ate today, you good. Yeah. Like, you be cooking. Like, that's you know what I'm saying?
What I do.
Even when we first met each other, you was like, hey, girl, like, you know.
But
you
see, that's what my mom was.
Mm-hmm.
So my mom was always that homebody. She was always that person to make sure everybody around her was okay. And that's kind of where I am. You know, I don't care if you're my friend. I don't care if you're my man, like my family. I just feel like everybody around me, like, you good? You need somewhere to lay your head? Like, I've always been that person. So that's why I would never change. But some people just don't deserve that. And I think that a lot of the times I've given that to people that don't deserve it. Mm. So it makes me sometimes think like, damn, should I really do this? You know? And that's kind of where, again, the person that I'm with now is like, I'm bumping heads a little bit. It's not a huge issue. And that's why I have to check myself. Sometimes it's like, okay, you know, you deserve this. But in my past, it kind of haunts me now. Because it's like, I don't know.
Because I did all this before.
Right.
And it didn't work.
See, my producer
that was so sweet.
Nice.
That was so nice of you, Tone.
He loves me.
It was so nice.
He said, no, not really.
Since last night, this I'm E1 to see
how I feel. Okay? Oh, okay.
Because, child,
that's what you need to take you to the motions, girl.
The salty.
I am the rightful.
If you crave salty, is it a girl?
I don't know. I am an advocate of F them kids.
Oh.
I am the CEO, the owner. Listen, I need me a business card that I can hand out.
I keep showing everybody this ultrasound. Like, there's no stem there. There's no stem on the apple. What y'all think? I'll probably know sometime this week. But
I still think you should wait for delivery, because in life we don't have surprises anymore. Everything is on social media.
Girl, who got money like that to be waiting for
delivery?
It's
neutral. It's
buy everything yellow and green. Yellow, green, and white.
If this is a girl, I'm going to get the pinkiest of the pinks, the purple of the purples, because I had to deal with them dull ass colors with DJ Desmond and them stinky ass boys. So no, I'm not waiting. When they pop up in my mic trap, baby, I'm gonna be up all night.
I just want to say again, F them kids.
She say that, but honestly, I swear, Key is the go-to person for all her nieces and nephews.
No, for real.
She the rich auntie too.
Yeah,
I am.
The one that come in.
Listen, shout out to the black nurses. They
for real.
They showing out.
Love all my nieces, all my nephews, like all my kids. They always call. I mean, all my friend kids. TT, can we do this? Can we do that? Like.
And did you do the TikTok with DJ?
I have to do my TikTok with my nephew today before I leave.
Girl,
I feel like I'm supposed to be auntie forever. Like,
no,
I feel like my house is just gonna be the house where the kids just come get away. Like, we sit around, we laugh, and we play all day.
It's nothing like your own.
I love it. And send them home.
Keto
when I get tired,
it's nothing like your own. Honestly,
I say that all the time.
Cook them kids.
I really wanted like 8, but I waited too late. Then I had all these gaps, and it's over now.
You got halfway to 8 though.
I know. I got halfway there. So
one day, but if in a couple years, I'm gonna be like, okay, I'm too old now, and I'm not.
First of all, you ain't even hit 30 yet.
But listen. So right now I'm out here, I'm living my best life. I take it, I party, you know what I'm saying?
As you should.
I don't have time in my 30s. Like, I just feel like 30 is like flirty 30. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like
and you have to be submissive to nobody right now.
Right. When I turn 30, I feel like that's going to be the new 20s. You know what I'm saying?
40 is the new 20s. That's what Jay-Z said.
See that? Now I'm really not going to be able to have a kid at 40.
Why not?
No. So,
what was that?
I just feel like
Bridget, she had her kid at 55.
She was doing way too much.
She waited to 55 to have her first kid.
So I feel like the timing is really not.
But who was 55? It was somebody. It was somebody recently.
He said I ain't do it.
Hell no.
Let's see. I feel like if it's not in the next couple of years, I'm gonna be back out in these streets. You know what I'm saying? And
that's okay too.
I'm gonna be in my flirty 30s. 30s is the new 20. So that's where I'm at with it.
Ain't no wrong with that.
Okay, so Bonnie is on my live on my page. He's not on the live in the group. He said it's hard to lead when you have to fight for your position sometimes. It's okay to shut the fuck up. You didn't have to put F. You could have said it. But the independence of women won't allow a lot of them to play the role, and the pride of men won't allow them to be able to take it.
I feel like that's a communication thing. If you really want to be with somebody, if you really want to work on something, you would.
See, I think part of the problem is too that the fight is always a power struggle. And with that power struggle, it makes it hard for a person to lead. Because a man will probably be like, okay, well, fuck it. You know, you want to be independent. You want to take care of everything. Go ahead.
You want to shovel the snow, bitch, go.
Right.
I ain't doing that.
Like,
that's one thing for sure and 2 things for certain. Keep trying to ain't shoveling no snow.
Yeah. Guess what?
But that right. That also comes from, again, women having to be independent for so long. And I agree that it's a communication thing. It's like, tell her that she's safe with you, that she can trust you.
She can feel it.
She can feel it.
Mm-hmm.
But not only just saying that, like, your actions.
You have to do it.
Your actions have to show. Like, you can't just be like, oh, yeah, I'm going to take care of you. I'm going to do this. And I'm going to, when you say jump, I'm going to say how high and vice versa. Like, you have to show me.
Yeah, you have to feel that.
Because, I mean, for me, it has to be actions. I followed somebody's word so many times and was disappointed. Mm-hmm. So when you show me, like, I got this,
it becomes a whole different thing.
It feels totally different.
Then I know that I can trust you,
right?
Because I can you fell back. Through,
yeah.
And hold yourself accountable for your own words, because you can tell me all day long, oh, this, that, and the other, and then when it come down to it, you don't do it, and then now you looking at, we looking at each other because I'm like, I told your ass, I had it, but you wanted to take advantage of it. So I don't know. I feel like sometimes we just, as women, are too independent.
We are, and I'll be honest, like my friend Tamika, shout out to Tamika and BJ, I look up to their marriage. She would tell me like simple things like a bottle of water. She'd be like, just ask your husband to open it. That's what he's there for. Open your water. Mm-hmm. When the jar is too tight, just tell him to open it.
Yeah.
Because I'd be in the kitchen like struggling.
Beating the bottom of the jar.
Right. I know I can do it. But why am I doing this when I know I did it this morning? I just took it straight to my husband. Can you open this? Popped it right open. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's something I have to remind myself of. Yeah. It's okay.
And that's your partner.
Like, yeah, that's my partner. Yeah. I put all a hammer in the minute. He'd be like, what is you doing? Oh, my bad. You going, okay. And it's just not that he's not just because I just woke up and wanted to hang something up.
Yeah.
And he'd be like, what are you doing? My bad. Here you go, bro.
I'm the type of person, every time she come to my house, she like, you didn't move something else. Like, I can't sit still. So I'll get up. Girl.
Man, I done seen Shantae, like,
I done moved my whole house before.
For real. I felt like we done changed a tire before.
Yeah. Remember me and Tanisha changed the waterproof on my car.
Yeah. With Shantae, I don't doubt that at all.
Like, so serious.
I ain't gonna ask for no help. I'm gonna ask you one time, and that's it.
Because if you wanted to, you would.
Yeah.
And I'm not
gonna keep asking you. Not because then I feel like I'm dependent on you, but at the same time, I shouldn't have to ask you more than once because you don't ask me more than once to wash your clothes, or you don't ask me more than once that you hungry, or roll over in the middle of the night, and so I don't feel like I should ask you more than once.
And that's another thing too. Like I feel like, and yes, men, y'all need to learn how to read our minds.
I 100%
it's kind of like physics.
agree.
It's kind of like physics. It ain't that hard, right?
Either you get it or you don't.
Right.
Yeah.
You see what got to be done. You see the check engine light on or the tire light on when you take to put gas in it or whatever. Like,
get it together. Okay.
Come on, y'all.
Because for the longest, I had to be that person. So it's a struggle for me to kind of give that spot and say, here you go. Mm-hmm. But I can honestly say I trust him enough to give him that, but it's still a scary spot for me because I always had to do it. So I always like, all right, let's see. And then when he do it and prove me wrong, I'll be like, all right.
Saucy. Saucy face.
Because, you be ready, like one leg in your pants, like, I know this motherfucker did what I asked him
right.
to do. But it's done. So, and I appreciate him for that.
Shout out to the brothers that do come through.
Right. They need that. Because,
yeah,
absolutely.
So I need to come out here more often and empower our black brothers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I tell him, like, the other day we was talking on the phone and I'm like, oh, it was Wednesday night going into Thursday. And I'm like, oh, it's Thanksgiving. And I was like, you know what I'm thankful for? And he's like, what? I'm like, you. And he like, oh,
sweet,
and then,
so
honestly, it's true because it's been hard for me the last couple years dating. I've been running into douchebag after douchebag after douchebag.
Scumbags.
Yes. And it's like, it is so hard. And so I still feel like there's things that we have to work on. But honestly, I can say, like, we're both, I feel like, we're both fighting to be with each other. So it's hard for him to deal with my slick mouth. He told me, he was like, I wasn't with none of my baby mamas when they was pregnant. He was like,
you gotta watch your mouth, Shantae.
No, but he's basically saying, I'm trying. I'm putting up with you. So,
right, so stop talking slick.
So calm your mouth. It's hard.
I tell her that all day.
Yeah, we emotional people.
I tell her that all day.
It's hard for me to help sometimes. I'm telling you the truth. Because I'll be like, even with my friends, I have to come back. You know how many times I had to apologize to you?
It's been a couple because I tell her that all day. I'm gonna keep saying that.
We just say what the hell we want to.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, hey, bitch, I don't like you today.
But since I know Shantae, I know, so
like,
I'm okay, she going through her little thing right now. I'm just let her have her, you know what I'm saying?
But I'll text them.
She'll text back in a minute, but I love you.
She'll always come back and apologize. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's what friends do.
I know when I'm wrong. And I'll text them like, hey, I don't feel like talking today. This is probably not the day to call me.
Accountability.
Oh,
I do.
I love
like, don't call me for a couple days. I love you. I'm okay. If I don't respond,
I'm good.
I'm all right. If you see my post and I'm just going off, just pray for me.
Sometimes I do have to pray for my friend.
It's a little rocky in here today, and whoever here gonna get it. And
this
I know
has been a long pregnancy, and it ain't been that long.
Right.
It ain't been that long at all.
First of all,
and I'm like, I don't know if we gonna make it to 9-10 months because
we are.
The girl been driving me crazy.
That's why she's taking Arizona.
But she gotta come back for the baby shower. She got to.
She's making me come home for this baby shower, so I'm like, okay. I was salty this weekend. I was trying to get my girl together. Now, I've asked this woman 30 times. Did she want to have a gender reveal? She told me no every time I asked her. I said, are you sure?
She's not telling the whole story. No. I had a whole gender reveal plan. Things happened and changed the circumstances that we couldn't have it. Because like with my guy, he wouldn't be able to make it. And I felt like with DJ and Desmond, I had done these pregnancies by myself. Their dad was in and out of jail, that he wasn't there. So the fact that he was not going to be able to be there, I felt like I didn't want to do it.
But when the circumstances changed back,
when it changed, I was like, at that point, I had already accepted that I wasn't doing it.
Oh.
So I was like, fuck it.
So the girl told me.
I didn't tell you I didn't have it yesterday.
Oh,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
So
but it was the last minute.
The girl waits.
It's a girl.
Literally 3 days. 3 days before we were supposed to find out the gender. Like, yes, sis, I want to have a gender reveal. So now
she kept asking me, and I'm like, okay, and it brought me down. Now I'm like,
she can't do that. So yes, exactly. So I'm trying to plan a gender reveal like 3 days before it has to happen, and I'm like, oh my gosh. And then she went to the doctor, and they're like, yeah, you're not finding out today. So then I had to go return all the stuff that I bought last minute. And,
well, at least
but it's cool.
I mean,
it's cool. I just want to be a good friend.
Anyway, because I'm like, okay, Keith. She's like, well, we got to do this today. She's like, we have to return the stuff for the gender reveal. I was like, well, we could just do it tomorrow. She's like, yeah, you know what? You're right. Most motherfuckers are like, no, I need this credit to hit on my account like now. But yeah, I'm like, okay.
I was just trying to show up and show off for my girl. I was trying to
I just was like, I had come to the point where I accepted it's not going to happen. But I already told him I want lions and tigers and bears at my baby shower. So he better get to Milwaukee Zoo.
So wait. So it's not going to be a gender reveal at all?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to just send it out to...
So I really can't convince you to just wait till delivery?
Hell no.
Shantae.
No.
It's because she has the boys already. So
yeah, if it's a girl like I want to go
she really want to know.
Yeah, if it's a boy, then...
Then what?
He going to go with his daddy.
Oh.
Yeah. He wants this boy so bad because he don't have a junior. So
he's gonna be a junior.
Mm-hmm. Okay. If it's a girl, we're definitely going to name a part of her name will be Shabri's name. Mm-hmm. But I already did the whole boy thing. I did the pissing on me and the pissing all around the seat, and they still do it today. That's a whole nother subject.
We just did a short chart in my house.
Yeah, I mean, so I did that, and I think I'm really excited to have a mini me. Everybody want that, or I don't know everybody, but
see,
well, but you're a girl. See, that's the thing. Boys love their moms, and girls love their dads. DJ and Desmond freaking adore me, and I love them like. And I think God knew not to give me no girls at that time because I probably would have been in jail.
Oh, yeah. You would.
You think that's going to change when you older now?
It will. I got a lot more patience now.
No. Can I tell you about these new kids?
Right.
They don't listen.
This new batch of guys.
They don't listen. I don't even.
The new generation.
I don't parent my last kid. He 3. He just run the world. I just be like, whatever. This is his world.
First of all, when you posted he was on the floor, that picture, I was like, Keita, what is he doing? She was like, I don't know. I don't care.
No.
Yep.
I was like, what do you mean?
Wash your hands.
I still be working. You done yet?
Really?
Okay,
because I used to
acknowledge it? I don't even acknowledge it.
I just asked him, are you done?
Oh.
Because, I'm going to go get some chicken. So.
See, I would have to get used to that because DJ and Desmond got snatched by the neck.
Yep. They don't even work.
Can't do that no more.
Yeah.
Why?
They like that shit now.
It don't even work. I'm telling you.
What? No.
They like when you rough them up now.
See, that's why I'm scared. Like literally having one kid go to college and then one kid go to kindergarten.
That shit is hilarious, and I'm not babysitting. Okay.
The one in college can't take their kid nowhere, and everybody go think it's their kid.
Right. Because even now, DJ was like, I said, I'm probably gonna have you run into the store and get diapers because he gonna be driving next year. So I'm due June 3rd.
He's gonna be with his friends.
His birthday is June 10th. Yeah.
He was.
I'm due June 3rd. His birthday is June 10th. And then Desmond graduates at the end of May. I don't know how I'm gonna make all this shit work.
It'll work.
I don't know when I'm gonna pop. The baby gonna come when the baby wanted to.
Gonna pop the day of graduation.
That's
say that.
Because God is funny like that.
They just have to
listen. I'm gonna just have to
delegate. You're gonna be at graduation, and when you're done, your water gonna break.
Because she's gonna be so excited.
Yep.
Yeah. So Key, Get your ass back here.
Oh God.
Yeah. And I'm glad I'm working from home because I can't fall and bust my ass outside. I mean, can you imagine trying to get up out the snow in the big old sun?
I would just lay there probably.
I probably would get frostbite. All right.
Wow.
Yeah. I thought about that several times. It ran through my mind. I don't know why those type of scenarios go through my head.
You got two brains going on right now.
My other cousin is on here, and she's a traveling nurse. Shout out to the Black nurses again.
Hey, nurse cousin.
I have a t-shirt line coming out for y'all.
Oh,
for women? Do tell more.
It's Black nurses. It's gonna be all things highlighting Black nurses.
Okay.
I'm definitely gonna buy for my own girl.
Definitely.
And you got to do like little tote bags for them to go to work. Because she have like 18 bags.
You want to invest if you like a billionaire and whatnot?
He said so. You
listen. We got some stuff going on here.
We're gonna talk business.
I need Black nurse models.
Yeah, okay, we gonna talk business.
And listen,
you wear the thick scrubs though, that makes you look thick, you know. T-shirt on.
It's actually a Black nurse that has her own Black scrub line. As she should for the curvy ladies.
So because this happened here, remember your girl.
She said when y'all get on.
When y'all get on, remember me. This happened all here. Y'all look, we got this recorded so they can't say. All right, and just put her name on the back because I'm repping her. Oh yeah, speaking of t-shirts, shout out to Tanisha. She's getting that started. Her t-shirt line and making cups and all type of stuff.
Okay.
She got going on. So let's support her and keep her going. I want to get her a new what is it called?
Cricket. Yeah.
Yeah, she needs to
English.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Nice. What's up?
I don't know if I really like her today right now to go get it.
Yeah, that Sagittarius shit go again, y'all.
Look, I just said, I'm not even finna
get into it. Go ahead and make sure we get that done.
I love y'all relationship.
Who is it? We are crazy.
I know.
No.
Who?
They are like
me?
Yeah.
Around my sister?
Yeah.
I mean,
we do.
No, we be having our weeks and months and years.
Yeah.
Listen, me and Tanisha didn't walk past each other for 8 months and didn't speak to each other in the same house.
But guess what? Somebody else.
But if somebody pulled up a home girl, I don't care that 1 second. I wasn't there. So I love her crazy self to death. And she went to the nail shop, so I'm not really talking to her right now.
Because she went to the nail shop without you?
Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
I've been telling all them all week I had booty fingers. And I needed my nails done. And somebody over here popping, and then the other somebody at work.
Yep. She don't want to listen. I told her. Tried to teach her the game.
Anyway, I'm done being outside with these two people because they making me mad.
We cut that fast. Thanks for having me. I enjoyed today.
Yes, I love y'all coming on.
Coming back.
Being real and being honest.
Uninvited.
Yes. You're always invited because you have the wisdom, and I'm trying to get left hand gang too.
Period.
So you got to teach me. I got some work to do. I really do.
The mouth.
Not too much.
The mouth.
Not too much.
The speaking part.
The minute she stop being like that, y'all gonna be like, "What's wrong?"
Right. Thank you. Because literally, when I shut up and don't say nothing, he be like, "What the fuck wrong with you?" I'm like, "Ain't nothing wrong with me."
Let me just. One thing that I have learned is though, Shantae, talk your shit behind closed doors.
Oh yeah, I don't. But I say that all the time.
Yeah.
We said that the last podcast?
Yeah. Like,
I'm like, I don't argue in front of the kids.
Right.
I don't argue in front of other people. I don't involve other people in our shit because what I can accept, you might not accept. And so don't tell me to leave my man and then you over here getting dogged out.
That's right.
So,
but I always tell my friends though, if you tell me you want to go bust his windows, I'm going to take you.
Yeah.
And if you call me the next day and say you want to go get them fixed, I'm going to take you.
Yeah. If he broke today,
whatever my friends rocking with.
Yes. He can be broke today. No. Hell no.
If we go bust them out,
if we go bust
them out, we're not going to get them fixed.
Yep.
Wait.
I'm not going with you to get them fixed. I'm not that friend.
I'm not telling her to leave her man.
Because I'm going to still be mad. Like, no. No, we did all that last night for what? We almost went to jail. And you want to go with these windows fixed? Absolutely not.
Anxiety on high, but you back making love to him. Nope.
But see, and that's why you shouldn't get involved in shit like that.
And that's why certain people you can't tell your business to.
And those windows.
And some of your friends and family won't forgive.
No, they won't.
They won't forget.
They won't. And that's why I say, like, he can be bro today and a bitch ass nigga tomorrow, and I'm rolling with you. Whatever you want to do, I'm with you. So don't tell me to come because I'm gonna do the most. I'm gonna be the one doing the most. It ain't my relationship. Am I lying?
I can attest.
Okay. And then I'm gonna be looking at you like, sis, pick that knife up.
Wait a minute now, Shantae. She didn't mean to say that. She did not mean to say that.
Just playing, y'all. No.
Not promoting domestic violence around here.
No, it ain't gonna be him. It's property. Hey, but no, I love y'all for real. We definitely gonna have to pull back up and keep this going because it's conversations that would need to be had, and I think it's healing for everybody because a lot of people don't want to talk about stuff like this in the Black community. So let's support our Black men. They out here getting killed by each other, by police, all type of stuff. Yeah. So let's keep them lifted, the positive ones at least.
And definitely behind every successful Black man is a strong Black woman.
It is. So,
but fellas, you got to be a leader.
You have to.
You got to be a leader. You got to take care of the household.
You do. So, babe, I love you. Wash them dishes because I cooked this morning.
Love you, hubby.
And I'm for the streets.
All right, y'all. It's been real. We'll see y'all next time.